welcome to my channel. My name is Maddie, and in today's video I am going to be showing you how many pages I read for a week. I filmed this video maybe 2 weeks ago, and the title was how many pages I read in a week as a wannabe booktuber, and that title still stands. So subscribe down below. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of April. I love watching just a simple reading vlog, and I love watching videos where I see how many books people read in a week, whether it's 1 or 14. It's all the same to me. It's exciting to watch videos about people reading. And I do just want to let you guys know, for the sake of this video, that I do have a job. I work remote, so I do have more time in the day to read, in the morning, at night, right away when I'm done with my work. So if it looks like I'm reading randomly throughout the day, that is why. But also, like I said in my last reading vlog like this one, I do just make time to prioritize reading because it's what I like to do, and I choose to stay home and read on a Friday night and to socialize less. Also, another reason that I read more than other people would be because of audiobooks. I'm always listening to something: music, a podcast, a YouTube video, and most importantly, audiobooks. And I borrow all these from the Libby app. Go get a library card. So let's get into the reading vlog. Let's see how many pages we can read this week. Can we beat last week? Probably not. So, you know this is a reading vlog of mine because I haven't updated you in 2 days. But that's why I'm here now. But I haven't been filming much because I haven't been reading much. To be honest, this is going to be a very interesting week in my life reading vlog as a wannabe YouTuber, because my job has the audacity to give me a ton of work to do this week. Like, don't they know I'm trying to be an influencer? No, but for real, between work and editing my Happy Place reading vlog, that should be up by now, let's hope. I have not had a lot of spare time to read, but that's fine. That's just how I'm choosing to spend my time. And it makes it even more realistic, because the first video of this series, I read more than I typically read, but maybe in this vlog, I'll read less. You never know. It's a week-to-week thing. So go watch that Happy Place reading vlog after you finish this video, because if it only has 5 views, I'm quitting. I'm quitting my YouTube career once and for all. That's gonna be a test. So on Monday and Tuesday, I only listened to my audiobook. I am currently rereading The Summer I Turned Pretty for the 3rd time, maybe even the 4th time. Because if I read this growing up, I certainly don't remember. But I had to, right? I'm re-listening to it to prepare for season 3, coming out this July. I know it's early, but I do want to reread all of them before then. I reread the whole series maybe 2 years ago, right before season 1 came out. Maybe season 2, I don't know. And these books are just so fun to listen to. Yes, the reading comprehension level is like 1st grade, but I like my books like that. I read to escape. I will say, there's a lot that's very similar. Like, some of the scenes are word for word from the book, and there's a lot that's very different, because the whole debutante thing, not even in the books. But I like the way it played into the show. And then something that's very different is Steven, Belly's brother, goes home. This isn't really a spoiler because it's not like a thriller TV show. I need to put bronzer on. Steven goes home and he's not even there the whole summer. So it's just her, Jeremiah, and Conrad. And she is actually kind of pissing me off. She's very immature in the books, more immature in the books for sure. And she's rude to Cameron. It's crazy. I am not Team Belly. Belly better pick a man. So I listened to 25% of the book on a Monday, and then Tuesday I listened to 15% of it. I'll make sure I put the page number conversion on the screen. And today so far, I did wake up early and I read a little bit of The Last Mrs. Parrish. It's a thriller. It's the sequel to The Next Mrs. Parrish, which I read in 2021 when I was getting back into reading, and I loved it. I thought it was such a good thriller. It is very similar to The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. Both are good thrillers, but I think I like The Last Mrs. Parrish more. It took me a while to really get into the sequel, but now that I'm about 60% into it, I'm anxious. I need to know what's going to happen because it's not going to be good for anybody. And that's fine with me because they all suck. They're all horrible people. Except Daphne. I do like Daphne. I'm hoping to finish the audiobook and The Last Mrs. Parrish tonight. I don't think that's going to happen though. Check in with you guys later.
Baby, when I look in your eyes.
Hey guys, it is Thursday night and I just wanted to update you on what I ended up reading yesterday. I did end up finishing The Summer I Turned Pretty audiobook, and so when I did some math, it ended up being 97 pages, and then I only read 2 more chapters, or maybe 1 chapter of The Last Mrs. Parrish, so I read 69 pages of that. So a grand total for Wednesday, I read 166 pages. Now today, I woke up and decided to read. Not really. I didn't read until this afternoon or evening. Sam and I have been watching Friends while we eat dinner, or rewatching Friends, and we become so invested because we're in season 5 where Chandler and Monica get together. The best season. And we've been watching 4 or 5 episodes every night, so I haven't been reading. But tonight I said, no, I'm going to finish my book. So I actually read 120 pages to finish The Last Mrs. Parrish, and honestly, I'm disappointed. I don't think I would recommend that to anybody. The first book was good, sequel completely unnecessary. Didn't feel shocked at all. I was stressed because I hate every single one of these characters, but I feel like nobody even got revenge. I mean, I say that and then there is something crazy that happens, but I don't know. I'm not gonna rate it. I didn't rate it on Goodreads. And you know, in my brain, it's better to give it no rating than to give it 1 star because I need to be nicer. So my review for The Summer I Turned Pretty, I didn't rate that one either the second time around. Apparently when I reread this a few years ago, I gave it 4 stars, which is crazy because after listening to the audiobook, no. After listening to the audiobook, I'm reminded that the show is so much better than the books. I love the show so much. But the one good thing about rereading it, or at least listening to the audiobook, is that Lola Tongue narrates it. And if you guys don't know, she plays Belly in the TV show adaptation, and I love her. And in the second book, I believe Gavin, the guy who plays Jeremiah, Team Conrad here only, he narrates it as well because it's dual point of view. I don't know. I'm gonna start it tomorrow. Something interesting about The Last Mrs. Parrish that I did not realize is that the author, Liv Constantine, yeah, that's a pen name. It's actually 2 sisters that write together. So I love that. I knew Christina Lauren were 2 different people, Christina and Lauren. I mean, that one's more obvious, but I did not know that 2 sisters wrote The Last Mrs. Parrish and the original one. So that's fun. I wish my sisters would write a book with me. I'll update you guys tomorrow if I end up reading anything tonight. It is kind of getting late. But so far, 120 pages for today's total. Hey guys, it is now Friday and I have been reading a little bit today. So I did end up starting the second book in the Summer I Turned Pretty series. It's called It's Not Summer Without You. I listened to 9% of the audiobook and that ended up being about 25 pages. And then I did start Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. I tried to start it last night, but insert story time right here. I don't know anything about this book, or I didn't. If Abby Jimenez writes it, I'm gonna read it. So I didn't even read the summary. But if I did, I probably would have known to read the trigger warnings because it is about a vet. The male main character, Xavier, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. He's a vet. Okay, I didn't know that. So I didn't read the summary at all going into it. And when I picked it up last night, I saw the first page of trigger warnings. It was like, oh, if you don't want spoilers, just skip over the trigger warnings. And I was like, okay. I mean, Abby Jimenez books do get deep, but they haven't been triggering to me. And I've read dark romance before, so nothing really phases me at this point. So I skip over the trigger warnings. Fast forward to page 3, I'm triggered at my own fault, okay? I mean, it was fine, but I went back to the trigger warnings and I was like, oh, there is one thing that I absolutely hate. I think it's so unnecessary, and that is when an animal of any kind, especially a dog, if it gets hurt, if it's in peril, if it's going to die, I hate that. And I can read about it if it's a fictional story, that's fine because it's fake. It will bother me a little bit, but it's good knowing that it's fake. And I read about it if I know it's going to happen. So I'm glad I went back and read the trigger warnings because the dog is not going to die, but it does say there's mention of animal abuse, cruelty, neglect, and death. There's a scene where a dog is in peril. The dog doesn't die. The main character's dog will never die. So that's good to know, but I don't love the mention of animal abuse, cruelty, neglect, and death. Wait, oh my gosh, I don't like that. Wait, now I'm scared. So I'm glad I read that so I can prepare myself because I still do want to read this book and give it a chance. And I tried to look up what exactly happens, but I couldn't find anywhere that told me the exact scenes that are going to occur that involve the dog being in peril because it is so new. So maybe I'll go through Reddit tonight and read it because I don't want it to shock me. That makes me so sad. I already lived through my 3-year-old dog dying of cancer. I don't want to read about anything bad happening to dogs, okay? There's trauma there for sure. So that surprised me last night and I did not end up reading it. And then this morning I woke up and I was like, I think I can read it. We'll figure out what happens, okay? I hope it doesn't make me sad. Like, it's not triggering me really. I don't want to read a sad dog book, you know? I don't want another Marley and Me situation. And I also want to give this book a chance and not put it off because I've been seeing some negative reviews on TikTok and Goodreads about how people hated this book. And I don't want to let those reviews affect me. I want to give it a chance, even though I'm already hesitant about the sad dog situations. But people have been saying it feels like cringy because she references TikTok and she references Rhysand or Reese. I still never know how to say his name, from ACOTAR. And I will say, I'm 65 pages into the book right now. And in the first 30 pages, Reese was mentioned 3 times. One time was enough. But the 2 other times, I'm like, okay, I can see what people are saying. I'm still with her though. I will say what I thought was cringy is how the male main character, Xavier, just asked out the female main character. What even is her name? Samantha. I don't know if I'm feeling the chemistry between the 2 main characters. I know I'm only 20% into it, but the way the male main character asked out the female main character, it felt like it came out of nowhere. So I don't know if this is like insta love or what, to be determined. I absolutely loved Part of Your World and Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. I gave both of those books 5 stars. And I read Just for the Summer by her, and I thought it was okay. There was a lot in that book that bothered me. It just felt, 1, cringy, and 2, super repetitive. And I even went through the trouble of unhauling it. I had that book, I no longer own it because I didn't want it on my shelves. It wasn't special to me. I only keep books I really enjoy. So I got rid of that, and I'm really hoping that I end up liking this book because Abby Jimenez has given me 2 5-star reads. I want another one. I've filmed this 3 times and I just can't stop talking. What I'm trying to say is I'm reading the book, 65 pages into it. I will update you guys with how many pages I end up reading today. Why can't I stop talking ever? I just read your trigger warnings. That's what I'm trying to say. Let this be a reminder to read your trigger warnings and don't worry about if it's going to spoil the book, because if I had not read that, I would have been very, very upset later on. At least now I know it's coming and I know everything's going to be okay. Okay? It's good to have peace of mind. So, talk to you guys later.
Saw your silhouette in the backlight. Swear we could have met in a past life. Treating every night like the last time. So I end all my days with you. Yeah, we should share a backseat in a taxi to get home. No need for either of us at this point to sleep alone. 'Cause I don't like
Sunday. I don't know if I'm vibing with this outfit, but Sam told me it looked good. So let's trust the man, which we should never do. But I'm trying to fit in. I'm trying to look like the cool girls here. I think it's the hat. I haven't worn a hat since college. Anyway, I did film yesterday. Just some B-roll and like a montage situation, but I did not update you guys because I was so tired. Because we went to see the tulip fields yesterday, and then we ended up going to an LC Silver meet and greet, and I got a signed book by her. I will show you in a book haul video I have coming soon, hopefully. But we got home, we watched TV, and I read a little bit more of Say You'll Remember Me. I read 47 pages of Say You'll Remember Me, so better than nothing. I was hoping to finish that book today, but I'm only 55% done with the book, according to my Kindle, as of this morning when I woke up and read. Stay tuned. This vlog kind of sucks. I feel like one, didn't read a lot, and two, I didn't film a lot, but YOLO. I'll check in with you guys later tonight for my final Sunday update. It is Sunday night. It's not even late, it's 9:30, but I'm going to bed. And I and also Sam did not read the rest of the day, but I did read this morning, so luckily I do have some pages to report back for Sunday. Did you hear the way I said pages?
Pages.
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 You can take the girl out of Georgia, but you can't take the Georgia out of the girl. Yeah, we went book shopping earlier. I think I included some clips, and it was a bust. That is the second time I've gone book shopping, and I've tried to film me doing a bookstore video and a haul, and guess what? Every time, nothing. But that's a lie, because now I've been sent books for my birthday and stuff like that. So I am going to have a book haul video coming soon, so subscribe. But I was desperately looking for The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings. I already ordered it from my favorite bookstore here, and another book along with it, and both of those books are not here yet. I can't find them anywhere. I can't find Promise Me Sunshine by Cara Bastone, and I need those books immediately, because if they were here right now, I would finish them in one sitting. And I think the girl today said it would be here April 22nd, so can't wait to get those books. If I had those books in my possession right now, I would have finished like 3 books in this video. But back to what I'm reading. Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. Not my favorite book I've ever read. Not a favorite of hers I've read. That was my suspicion from the start. We knew this. I still wanted to give it a chance. Not having the worst time though. Just an average read, and I will finish it. I read 82 pages of it this morning. I'm on page 196. And yeah, we're gonna watch Mockingjay. No, we're gonna watch Hunger Games.
What's Mockingjay?
Part 2. What's the final? It is Mockingjay? Is it Mockingjay Part 2? Anything to say, Sam? Oh, you didn't open your Pokemon cards!
Why would you not set on the camera?
I know we got Pokemon cards. This is the hobby channel. We don't make fun of people.
We might.
Go get your Pokemon cards. Update you guys tomorrow with my final page count for the week. It's not looking good. I had to guess under 600, under 700. You would think I could do basic math, but I can't. Good night. See you guys tomorrow. Mwah. May the odds be ever in your favor. Guys, I just took my eyebrows off. Yes, I don't have eyebrows. I have to draw them on. I just was doing my nightly scroll on Kindle Unlimited because this is my form of social media. I'd like to see what books they add, you know? Because technically it's free. The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings is on Kindle Unlimited right now. We'll be starting and finishing that tomorrow. I'm a dummy. I just assumed it wouldn't be on there, but that's my bad because all of the Magnolia Park books were on there at one point. Good night. Hey guys, I am back to give you my total page count for the week. From Monday to Sunday, I read a total of 640 pages. We're down from the last time I filmed this video, but that's okay because The last time I filmed this video, I read more than I normally do. So this is probably a more accurate representation. I finished 2 books. However, both of those books I started the week before, but it counts, okay? I finished The Last Mrs. Parrish, which I didn't love. I don't think I ended up rating it. It's probably around 2 stars. I like the first book better. And then I also finished The Summer I Turned Pretty, which I listened to as an audiobook. Not rating it this time around, but younger me rated it 4 stars. Do I agree with that rating to this day? No. But I love that series and I love the TV show more, and I had to prepare for season 3. I also started a few chapters of the audiobook for It's Not Summer Without You, which is the second book in that series. Never went back to it after only listening to 10% of it, but that's okay. I will finish it this upcoming week. And then I also got just over halfway with Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. So 2.5 books. What a midweek, because I didn't really read anything I loved. I am liking Say You'll Remember Me more as it goes on, but you'll have to subscribe and see my final thoughts on that book in my next reading vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you're new here and enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of April. Please do it. It's my birthday in 3 days. I hope you guys will stick around, and I'll see you in my next video.
Oh, 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 oh.